Look, let me start off by acknowledging and thanking Reverend Harvey Clemens. He's just been masterful over the years, and I certainly appreciate and respect his leadership and what he's given, not just to this community, but for the city as a whole. So please give it up to my good friend, Reverend Harvey Clemens. Thank you, man. I kind of refer to him as the master builder because it's not just about what happens inside the church walls. It's also very much what's important, what happens outside of the church walls. So thank you very much. Again, let me acknowledge State Representative Harold Dutton. I know they're busy in another special, and for him to be here, and I know his love for this area. So thank you, Representative Harold Dutton. Thank you for all that you continue to do. Really appreciate you, man. Thank you. And then I have the privilege of being in District B. We're going to have to come up with a name. Councilwoman Carolyn Shabazz, she has her nickname for District D. But I have the privilege of being in District B and have just had and enjoyed working very closely with Councilmember Tarsha Jackson, who has just been hands-on and been off and running. So I just want to thank you for what you've already done. And so please give it up to Councilmember Tarsha Jackson. Oh, I can't, look, I saw Judge Peavy. I tell you, he's one of our iconic figures. So Judge Peavy, just good, always good to see you. Give it up to Judge Peavy this morning. To former state representative, to Jerry Davis, good to see you, man. I do want to acknowledge the interim director of the Housing and Community Development Department. Please give it up to interim director Keith Bynum. Some 30 plus years within the department. Reverend Charles Turner, they often get us confused, you know. It's good to be with you again and to the board. So let me just say good morning, appreciate you. And then to all of those who were born at St. Elizabeth Hospital, all of y'all. And for those who worked at St. Elizabeth Hospital, to all of you. And then Bob Ure from the Downtown Management District is here. But let me just say good morning to every one of you. What a privilege and a joy to be with you this morning on a very special occasion. I have to acknowledge Kathy Payton. 27 years. 27 years. I got a chance to know and heard of Kathy even before I became mayor. And when I was in the legislature, she was doing her thing, still doing her thing. Just one of the most knowledgeable people when it comes to housing and development of housing. And you have a jewel over here in this area with Kathy Payton. So please acknowledge Kathy Payton. Look, let me just say good morning. This is a great day to break ground for the St. Elizabeth Place Apartments, the latest construction project using our Harvey multi-family program. And I certainly want to acknowledge everyone here today that have helped to make this day possible. It is also good to be here with Kathy, President and CEO of the 5th Ward Community Redevelopment Corporation, and Tim Catwell, the co-developer of Cloudbreak Communities Houston, and the St. Elizabeth Place Hospital that opened its doors on this site in 1947. Was built to help Houston's racial minorities, recognizing that for so many people of color, and especially African American communities, we were simply left out of the healthcare system. And so hence comes St. Elizabeth, communities that have had to overcome barriers, fight through, against things and opposition, and quite frankly, the reality is that those battles still continue today. How ironic that today I stand at this site on a multi-family development that we all have helped to make happen. The development we are breaking ground on today has similar objectives: to give disadvantaged residents of the Fifth Ward access to attractive homes and opportunities for personal and professional growth. And Kathy, I like what you said. It's not just about them or us, it's about all of us, affordable as well as market rate. This community of 85, 1- and 2-bedroom and studio apartments will provide much needed homes for deserving Houstonians in a historic part of the Fifth Ward, the Nickel, where affordable rental homes are in demand. This renovated complex has incorporated a fitness center and a multifunctional resource center that will provide residents with physical wellness opportunities, career assistance, and health and wellness seminars. This location in the heart of the Fifth Ward is near 4 bus routes and close to 2 public libraries. Residents of this new complex will be close to grocery stores, and it's our desire to bring even more retail grocery stores into this area and have easy access to daycare and recreational centers. I am proud to say, on this day especially, that the city of Houston has committed approximately $14.9 million of the $31.7 million that will be invested in this project. Let me underscore and say that again, because sometimes papers and media forget or misstate or leave out the facts. I'm proud to say that the city of Houston has committed approximately $14.9 million of $31.7 million that will be invested in this project. Some might want to call it a boondoggle. Or some may want to say, Mayor, why so much? But the point is, this place has significance, not just for Fifth Ward, but for the city of Houston as a whole. And if I, as the mayor, on my watch, don't make it happen, then who will make it happen? The city's contribution comes from 2 disaster recovery sources, including Harvey Multifamily Program funds, provided through HUD and overseen by the GLO. The repercussions of Hurricane Harvey were severe, and many renting families continue to struggle to find resilient, affordable homes where they can safely raise their families. The city launched the Harvey Multifamily Program in 2019 to provide new homes to replace those that were lost during one of the country's most costly hurricanes. Construction of St. Elizabeth Place is possible in great part because of funding from HUD and the GLO. And we thank these agencies as well as our state partners at the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs for supporting this project with low-income housing tax credits. We also are grateful for private and community fundraising efforts that have contributed much needed resources for this critically important initiative. Today's groundbreaking marks the start of another new development, but our work is far from finished. We are continuing to invest in all of our communities through our Harvey Multifamily Program to build forward, build better, and provide opportunities for families throughout Houston. And just like we are building and investing our dollars in District B, in the Fifth Ward, at the amount of $14.9 million, we're also investing in District C, in District E, in District H, and I, J, and K. We're investing throughout the entire city. And the reason being, I'm not just the mayor of the fofo. And it's not just about investing in 5th Ward, the Nickel, or in 3rd Ward, the Trey, or in District C. I am the mayor of the entire city, some 670 square miles. And so our work cannot stop while Houstonians continue to struggle to find homes and communities that provide access to resources that enable their families to thrive. The Housing and Community Development Department is making investments across the city to build multifamily homes that benefit renters and the community, and we are working every day to keep the recovery dollars flowing. It is gratifying to be here today to mark the beginning of another beautiful development and to see the funds we have worked so hard to secure being used to create new homes and new opportunities for our hardest hit communities. And let me just say, it has been and continues to be my pleasure to be the mayor of the city of Houston. And just like at once this was St. Elizabeth Hospital, and now will become the residence of so many others, a bridge from the past to the future. That is how in large part I see my role, to be a bridge from the past to the future, which means you have to stand up for what you believe. You have to fight for what you believe, and you cannot allow anybody, anyone, to distort your record and who you are. And just like this community is resilient, we all must continue to build to make things even better. Congratulations to 5th Ward, the Nickel. Congratulations to all who have made it happen. And I look forward to people moving in and us cutting the ribbon when that happens. Thank you so very, very much.